Day 2 of training with Binjas from Alberta, Canada. So we're popping open up the ball valve for the bypass, able to start the engine under no load. Then turn the burner on and set the adjustable temperature on the machine. This has the biggest hot water power washer in the industry on it with the highest BTUs. This thing will go to steam in a heartbeat. We do want to use a dialed, accurate temperature on this. Right now we shut off the bypass valve. Now we have our manifold entirely pressurized. Now he's showing how it can release the pressure, increase the pressure. Now it's in the ready mode. So when we have trash carts in the air on here, you would have left head, right head, and hose rail valves. So it allows us to run and control the valves. The pigtail on here allows us to go up, down, in, and out. We also have a remote control version of that, and also backup cameras available for all our trucks and trailers. This trailer has inlet and high pressure wheel. So this is designed also to do commercial pressure washing, residential driveway, sidewalks at an astronomically high speed pace of 200 square feet a minute. So 1,500 square foot driveway, which is a 6-car driveway, can be cleaned in a matter of about 7 minutes. This is our titanium trailer package, 14,000 pound rated tandem axle trailer. Trailer is actually being towed by a Ram 1500 because the trailer overall is only going to weigh about 10,000 pounds, more like 9,800 pounds when completely full. Now our titanium truck packages is a similar package, but truck mounted. So we've got dual bin grabbers, high pressure, high temperature cleaning heads, inlet hose reel, high pressure hose reels of options, complete wastewater recycling and filtration system. We're the only one in the world with EPA approval for our wastewater processing system. So we have a 17-stage wastewater recycling and filtration system. Our filters are we wholesale them. They average, if you're extremely busy, you're going to get about 7 months out of a set of filters, so this isn't going to break the bank. Every time you don't have to dump your wastewater at a waste treatment facility at $150 per dump, you're saving that just on one single dump, one per day. And then on top of that, you have the downtime. Anybody that runs even a bigger 500-gallon tank is going to be out of water in a matter of an hour to 2 hours. At that point, they got to transport the wastewater, and there's some legal issue of how to do liquid waste hauling licenses on it if you don't have filtered wastewater like we do. We always transport highly filtered wastewater even in the waste tank, and then we can recycle, reuse, and burn off 95% of our wastewater by cleaning 100 or 200 more trash bins a day. That can literally be thousands of dollars a day more income. Because of the wastewater recycling filtration, you get about 3.5 hours extra of runtime. Dumping in the street and paying the fine. If you read the fine print, it is not just a fine anymore. There is criminal prosecution for illegally dumping and discharging your wastewater. Other people's businesses, like a self-serve car wash. You know, if you dump 2 tanks a day, that's 1,000 gallons a day. 5,000 gallons a week. 250,000 gallons a year. I hope Bob's Car Wash, you better buy it if you think you're going to dump 250,000 gallons a year per vehicle. and that full of sand, dirt, grass, kitty litter, food waste that in their pits will stink like a sewer treatment plant over in just a couple days. A typical self-serve car wash with a vacuum tanker truck. We just talked to a guy up here in Michigan. He paid $13,000 to have his tanks and pit emptied. He's already pissed because he's already had to do it an extra time this year, so it's costing this poor car wash owner an extra $13,000 so far, and it might even be an additional one, so it could be like an extra $26,000 a year. He's put motion sensors, security cameras up, tank sensors for leveling to see if there's a high influx of water dumped daily or overnight that doesn't match his input going in through the power wash, the little pressure washer pumps in the car wash, and what comes out. Any excessive amount will set off the alarm, so he's able to review that. He's working with the sheriff's office in town. They've already agreed to a $2,000 fine for anybody illegally dumping there. Plus, he's going to sue for the additional 13 grand per load. And then on top of that, criminal charges for criminally trespassing on private property to dump your liquid industrial waste, liquid industrial byproduct, or what this is called. It's not gray water, bath water. It's garbage cans. You got grease and oil from turkeys and any kind of baked meat roasting. You've got household chemicals. You got kitty litter, which is pet waste, which is known by the EPA as a biohazard. That's what pet waste and fecal matter is under that classification. 1 quart of oil, which is more than what one turkey at Thanksgiving is gonna leach off into the pan. 1 quart of oil, they say, EPA says, will contaminate 1 million gallons of water. So if you think you could just run that and dump that down in the city streets while you're trash bin cleaning through storm drains that can lead to lakes and rivers and cause an extreme amount of environmental damage. They also say that 1 pint of oil, engine oil or cooking oil, can cover an acre of water and leaving a film on the top that will block the sun and cause other organisms to die. So these guys that think they're getting away with murder and like, oh, it's just gray water. Get me a gray water sample. I'd love to see one if you just cleaned 100 trash bins, and you're never ever going to be classified as gray water anyway. That's a residential term for residential water in homes that goes down the kitchen sink. But enough of that. Meanwhile, this industry is blowing up. Right now, there are thousands of people every day signing up for the services nationwide. If you're out there and doing it right, you can't go wrong. We have the largest, literally, manufacturing facility in the world. We're 47,000 square feet plus semi-trailers on top of that, filled with tanks and everything else. We're running out of room. And as you can see here, we've got only 5 trucks in here right now. We had a couple go out for signage. We're building trailer packages. We've got massive capabilities. This truck's pretty much ready to go too. Dual bin grabber, stainless steel cleaning heads, 8,000 pound hose reel, spot sprayer for chemical sprayer, vacuum hose reel. You can vacuum up wastewater up to 100 feet away from the trailer. 17th stage wastewater recycling and filtration system. Big 31 horse hot water power washer, 3,500 at 9 gallon a minute. Stainless steel frame, dual tanks. We don't store our wastewater in the trash bin hopper. Open top dumpsters on the back of trucks and trailers. It's not a street legal way of transporting wastewater. If you got a full tank of wastewater in your hopper and you go off an off ramp to an overpass and you're going up that overpass, all that, you're gonna see probably 50 or 100 gallons of water come out of the truck. And at that point, if code enforcement, state troopers, anybody in environmental services, water, public works, water and sewer, anybody does videotape you spilling that waste onto the road, right now EPA says all they need is an accurate videotape of it, and they can prosecute. Give us a call. We'll give you some real facts. We're not going to fluff it up and pretend like, you're... And we'll give you the best management practices, standard operating procedures, our manual. We do the 2-day training. You will be highly educated on what you need to know. Trash Bin Cleaners Direct. (877-699-0755). Go to trashbincleanerdirect.com. Email us at info@trashbincleanerdirect.com. Thank you again, and looking forward to doing business with you.